Hey there, and welcome to my lazy review of this new film, Thanksgiving, which is a horror slasher flick that takes place during Thanksgiving.
I get it. You smartass.
I'm not gonna lie, I did watch the first trailer and I was thinking that, yeah, I'll probably pass on this, but my sister did ask me to screen this for her because my nephew's 14 and he did want to watch this, and she's like, well, it could be too much for a teenager. I also said that, well, he's also in the era of Mortal Kombat, so you think a friggin' horror slasher comedy film is too much for him? But you may be surprised on my results. Now, because it is Thanksgiving, America, I do got some good old smeared off, here we go, red, white, and berry. And yeah, this stuff is delicious, but I do like Sprite Zero with it just to make it a little bit better. Now, every video I ask and answer 3 very simple questions. Number 1, did I like it? Number 2, should you check it out? And number 3, most importantly to me, 1 second. Oh yeah, being blue collar is that, do I think or feel that this movie is worth your hard-earned time or money? But before we get to my questions, oh yeah, let's have a toast and talk about Thanksgiving. You ready? Yeah. Okay, sit back, enjoy my intro, and then grab your turkey basters while we talk about a stupid horror film during the happy holidays. You ready? God, I love this stuff. Okay, what's going on with this film? This film starts off with the most horrible time of the year, the infamous Black Friday.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
What's become the new American tradition is, rather than stay home with your family and enjoy Thanksgiving dinner, let's go out and go shopping like assholes, right? So instead of using Walmart, we use a store called Right Mart, and this has happened before in good old America. Check out some footage if you want to online. A big riot breaks out, every asshole has to get their 95% off waffle iron, and some people are killed during this process. I won't lie to you, it does look pretty good while also being over the top because I didn't notice any CGI. I thought it was a lot of practical effects. It was pretty fucking gory.
It's not real, it's not real! That one looks pretty real to me!
This all happens within the first 15 minutes and I'm like, god damn, we are not fucking around, are we? So after a year passes by, of course not everybody was killed, and of course some people are scumbags, and now we live in a day of social media, and there are people out there who will take their phone and watch people being trampled to fucking death for likes and clicks. It's pretty messed up, but it is what it is.
These people suck balls.
So, just like the rest of the film, there's not much to talk about. I'm sorry, because it's a pretty basic plot. This killer shows up with this John Carver mask, and then after the film, I had to look up who John Carver was. Apparently, he's a big deal for the town of Plymouth, and of course, this all takes place in Massachusetts. But this killer wants to start killing people during Thanksgiving, and that's pretty much it.
It's really not that complicated.
I do apologize, but I really can't say anything more. So let's get back to my 3 lazy questions. Number 1 off the bat is, did I like this film? I can't believe I'm going to say this about a stupid Thanksgiving horror slasher flick, but I actually had a good time watching this, and trust me, I'm shocked as well.
Well, that was unexpected.
I mean, honestly, I was expecting the typical cliche stupid teenagers and even dumber adults, but shockingly enough, the writing was pretty freaking good for these characters considering it's a slasher horror flick. But to my sister, you know what, for a teenager, yeah, there is no sex scenes, which that could be good or bad. And you know what, the violence factor, again, in a day of Mortal Kombat and slasher films, this has, I would say, the same level of violence and gore as say any, I don't know, Scream film. And that's with, I guess, number 2, coming down to my, do I think that you should see this film? I would say that if you are a fan of the slasher genre, this is in the same vein of Scream, where I just had a good time trying to figure out who the fuck the killer was, because, you know what, it may sound obvious and it may come across as being obvious during the film, but when the big reveal does come out, I was honestly shocked by who the fuck it was. So when a killer did reveal themselves, I was like, yeah, I didn't see that coming.
It's a great twist.
And on to my final question of, do I think that this movie is worth your hard-earned money? Honestly, for most people, I would say pass on this, but if you are a fan of the horror, slasher, and dark comedy kind of vibe, this is a very good matinee film. And best believe when I say that, not every matinee movie is a bad movie. It's just that, again, if you've seen every single Scream film, this is kind of like in the same vein as that, but also the writing is pretty smart. So,
Truth be told, it was kind of fun too.
when I do every single one of these reviews, I have to give, obviously, every movie a rating. So, good some Smirnoff here. And, yeah, let me think. How would I rate something as honestly cleverly written, but a good time, but also kind of simple as Thanksgiving? I would say that, you know what? Thanksgiving, directed by Eli Roth. It's a stupid, simple slasher flick. Had a good time. So, you know what? It's simple and fun. That's it, guys. No spoilers. I may watch it again on DVD, and yeah, I got nothing bad to say about it. All right. As I always do, I have to check my watch because I am always on freaking time. Get ready for work. But let me grab Mender. Enjoy some good old Smirnoff. Cheers.
This calls for a drink.
Delicious. Oh yeah, catchphrase.
It's called a catchphrase.
I'm gonna finish this and then head back to work.